I asked for one function, it gave me a refactor, 40 files. Almost none of it needed. Every one of those I have to read. Most of them I have to undo. There is a fix to this and it's called skills. A skill is an instruction that you drop to your AI agent that tells it how to work. Get the right ones and it writes better code and a lot less of it. So I went through the ones developers recommending, what each one actually does for you, which are worth installing, and the one I wouldn't start with, even though is the most popular one. It's not just the cleanup time. All that junk sits in the context window. Longer the session, worse answers you get. So that's what skills actually fix. Not making code smarter, making it write less of the wrong thing. Now Anthropic ships their own. Documents, PDF, spreadsheets. They work, they're fine, and everybody already covered them. The ones that change how you build are community built. So let's have overview of them. Fast version, because the structure explains the whole cost model. A skill is a folder inside a file called SKILL.md. Top of that file, two things: a name and description. That description is the whole trigger. It's all that AI agent reads at a startup, which means having 20 of this installed costs you almost nothing. When your task matches the description, it loads the rest. And that can run without their contents ever entering a context. That's the part people skip. The instructions are cheap to keep around. What gets expensive is what skills tells to AI agent to do. Right, the community ones. Let's go through them. 6 repos for each one, what it does for you and what it costs you. And we start with a big one, because it's the one everybody points at first. Superpowers, built by Jesse Vincent. And the first thing to understand that it doesn't generate code. It stops the agent writing anything until the thinking is done. The README describes the goal like this. As soon as it sees that you are building something, it doesn't just jump into trying to write code. Instead, it steps back and asks you what you are really trying to do. Then in this README file, you can find the instruction how to install those skills. Also, you can walk through the whole repository and check how the skills are written. For example, there is brainstorming skill. And here are those 2 lines, name and description. Description explains, you must use this before any creative work. Creating features, building components, adding functionality, or modifying behavior. Explores user intent, requirements, and design before implementation. Inside that skill, there is the process explained. Understanding the idea, exploring approaches, presenting the design, design for isolation and clarity, working in existing code bases, and a lot more. That brainstorming is the first one that runs. So your AI agent asks questions, refine the idea, writes the design out as a document. So the first thing this does, it refuses to start. That's most of the value right there. Most bad output starts with the agent guessing what you mean. So then it isolates the work. New branch, clean test, baseline. Nothing touches your main tree until it's done. Then a plan. After that, anti-bloat mechanism. Hard to write 500 lines when the task says change one file. Then it executes. A fresh subagent per task. This one matters more than it looks. Each task gets its own context window. Your main one stays clean. That is what lets it run long without getting worse. And the test rule is strict. Failing test first, watch it fail. Minimal code, watch it pass. Now look at the list again as a bill. Does this save you tokens? No. Read what it's doing. It spends more. A brainstorm pass, a planning pass, 2 rounds of review on every task, a separate agent for each one. Every one of those is more model calls than just asking for a feature. What you get back is code you don't throw away. That is the trade. Spend more on the first attempt, stop paying 3 times for the same thing. Worth it on a feature that spans days. Hard to justify on a bug fix. Which brings me to the opposite approach, and the one I would start with. In January, Andrei Karpathy posted about what kept going wrong after he moved most of his coding to agents. 3 failures, silent wrong assumptions, 50 lines turning into 500, and edits to code he never asked it to touch. A developer called Forrest Cheng read that and shipped the file the next day. To be clear, Andrei Karpathy didn't write this. He hasn't endorsed it. It's derived from his post. Most write-ups get this wrong. 4 rules and you can read the whole thing right here. State your assumptions explicitly. If uncertain, ask. Minimum code that solves the problem, nothing speculative. Touch only what you must. Clean up only your own mess. Define success criteria, loop until verified. If 20 lines solve it, don't write 200. Don't reformat files nobody asks you to open. That is less output. And the div small enough to actually review. For more, each optimizes something specific. Addy Osmani, Chrome engineering leadership, so the source is solid. Full lifecycle, spec, plan, build, test, review, ship. Optimizes fewer wrong turns before code exist. His other repo, different thing, don't mix them up. Lighthouse pillars, core web vitals, accessibility, SEO. Optimizes shipping quality without a manual audit pass. Vercel Labs, React performance rules ordered by impact. Waterfalls and bundle size first. Micro optimizations last. Matt Pocox, if TypeScript is your daily language. Here is what it optimizes. Fewer type-shaped arguments with your agent. One thing before you install any of this. A skill is not a sandbox plugin. It runs with everything your agent has. File system, terminal, network, your credentials. An NPM package runs in a box. A skill runs as you. And people have already shipped bad ones. Credential theft, mostly. So before you install anything from someone you don't know, open the scripts folder and read it. Does it do what the skill says it does? That's it, takes a minute. Official ones, fine. Community ones, read them first. So what actually earns a slot? Start with the guardrails file. The Karpathy one from Forrest Chang. 70 lines, no dependencies. Best output per token of anything here. It stops the bloat before it's written. Add superpowers when the work justifies it. A feature spanning days? Yes. A 3-line fix? No. You are running a planning ritual to change one function. Then Osmani or Vercel. When you hit the problem they solve. Official first, known vendors second. Everything else, you read it yourself. Which one of these are you running right now? And did you read the scripts folder before you installed it? Let me know in the comments. That's it for today. I hope this video was helpful. If yes, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps me a lot. Thank you for watching and see you in a week.